What's up?
What's up?
What's up, Zeke?
Yes, sir. All right, so pop it off.
Yeah.
All right.
You're the lead.
1, 2, 3. Which camera am I looking at again?
Oh, yeah. So yours, sorry. Yours is that one.
I'm like, whoa.
Yours is the middle one, and then
Okay.
this one's mine.
Okay,
Because this one doesn't have zoom, so I had to push it in.
Camera out.
Yeah.
Camera out. I know, right? Bro, I was
Camera
using one
out.
camera.
I know.
And
Sorry.
then this guy came out with a 3.
Holy shitting on you.
I love it, though. I love it. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. What's up, world? This is a new season of Richdiet Podcasts. And I know you guys were wondering what's happening with the Richdiet Podcast because it's been like a month or two and we haven't dropped anything. But you know what? We had a little hiatus, but now we're back live in effect. I'll say this is about the 11th episode, and it's special because a special guest here today, my brother, he goes by the name of 11.
11.
11, you know what I'm saying?
How fitting.
Episode 11, just for
11.
11. I love that. And I got my brother, the one and only Zico.
That's right.
Best realtor in the city.
You know what I'm
Thank you,
saying?
thank you.
And honestly, I appreciate you guys first thing first, you know what I mean, for taking the time out of your busy schedule, your busy day, having a sit down, you know, and just, you know, breaking some, you know, some games, sharing some knowledge, you know what I mean, just tapping in and letting the world know what's up, what we've been up to, what we got, and, you know, got planned for the rest of the year. I know we're wrapping up summer and, you know, it's the last fourth quarter. How do you guys feel about this year so far?
Hold on. Can we say congratulations to you?
To me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
For
sure.
becoming a realtor?
Oh, what?
Bigger. Yeah, you didn't know that?
That's fire.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah,
fam.
that's
Thank you. I finally completed my
Yeah.
license.
Dope.
I finally joined the brokerage, and I'm
Yeah.
ready to, you know.
Now there's 99,991 realtors.
Wow.
You made it.
I made it.
90
I made-
Yeah, you made it.
I
that
made it
much.
100 under 100K. Hey, it's better now than never. You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
It
for
was
sure.
it was a process, and you know, I put my head down and just got to it. You know, that was the beauty of it.
Yeah.
But it's fourth quarter, like I said, and
course.
it's time to grind, right?
Yeah.
Yep, it's time to spend money if you're a business and you have a little capital that you need to, so you don't pay taxes.
Yeah.
So
Time to
buy
grind.
yourself some toys and write it off.
Yeah.
Time to get outside and, you know, be more active with things. You know, that's what I'm planning on doing.
Yeah. So
know what I
for
mean?
the remainder of the year, like, what is your main focus for 11/11? What's the main focus?
The main focus is like, you know, doing more things like this, letting people know like my journey. I feel like people don't really know my journey. Some people may think like I'm new to the game,
Yeah.
but it's like I've been in the game for a while now.
Been in the
You know
game
what I
over
mean?
11 years.
Yeah.
Definitely, well over 11 years.
Well over 11 years. I just
But
threw
like-
that out there.
I just want to get out more and tell my story and, you know, my experiences from being in the industry and how I got to where I am right now. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
So, yeah, it's definitely the year to get out there and
Yeah.
let people know like
Yeah.
where I came from and what I've come from.
Yeah, no, that's amazing, bro. You know, it's good to give you know, your fans, your viewers, a perspective of your journey because all they hear is the music, but they don't know like the process.
Yeah.
How do you come? Like, how did you start? Where
Yeah.
did you, like where did you begin? What inspired you? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I think that's so super important because it's like you want to get to know the type of artist or the type of person they are, right? Like,
Absolutely.
I mean, I see when I'll use DJ Khaled for example. Him on Instagram is like he's giving you raw stuff, like it's him, you know, and it's like he's funny like in real life. So and he's being unfiltered. So it's like when you see him, you're like, okay, this guy's cool, you know, like I can mess with this guy. Like I'll listen to his stuff, and it
Yeah.
makes his stuff that much more better, even if it's not good music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's still
Exactly.
good.
Like some of us don't have like we all don't have the same personality. Like some people might not be more out there than others, but like I still think you need to let people know your story.
Your story, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's the main thing that I've been people have been telling me, and like Ray has been telling me, is like, you know, tell people your story, tell them where you've came from and why you do this. You know what I mean? Because
sure,
people don't really know that, and if they know that, you'll get more support.
Yeah,
because you know you came from nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And I mean, it's to show like you're a regular person. It's like growing up when I used to see police, I was like always afraid, or if I go to customs, I was like always scared. You know, like, and then. You know, as you get older, you start realizing, these guys are just regular people. They're friends of yours, right? So it's like, why not see music or the artists like that too? Is that just you want to be their friend more than anything?
Exactly.
Exactly. I feel like more of the fan base nowadays, especially like people are creating content and they like to see like what you're up to, your day to day.
That's right.
Like how do you start your day? How do you like work out, or even, like how do you make music, like the whole process behind it, you know what I mean? So giving them that perspective and even just sitting down on a podcast allows you to do that.
People want to relate, right?
Absolutely,
so you need to give people something to relate to.
Exactly.
You know, so.
Question, coming up in the game, did you find like back to what we were talking about, did you find yourself more of an introvert or extrovert when it came to like just like being in the studios and, you know, like collabing?
I would say like in the beginning I was way more introverted. You know, I have my times when I would be, you know, like out there and like socialize with people, but I kind of like, you know, when you grow up in the hood, you know what I mean? Like, you just only know that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, they build the hood to be, like, everything is in the hood. Everything you need is in the hood, so that's all you know, really. You know what I mean? I didn't start getting, like, more extroverted until I got out of the hood and realized, like, there's more to just that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I would say, like, I have my my times of being extroverted. I'm way more extroverted than I am now, like was before. You know, and I still fall into my little introverted places, and sometimes I do get introverted. But like I said, this year's the time. This year's the year to be an extrovert, bro. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna be, you know,
have to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Zico? You find yourself introvert, extrovert when you're coming up with the whole photography and videography times when you're coming up days?
I mean, you're always afraid to do something in the beginning, right? So it's like, I had to get over that fear of like, it doesn't matter, you know, how I hold the camera or what key gear I have, or, you know, what, you know, how I'm filming or the lighting. It's like, everything is an art. So I always have to see it as it's an art. Don't be judged by someone else who's better than you, because Steven Spielberg wasn't the best director in the world as soon as he came out of his mom. You know what I mean? He took his time. He learned. He hustled. He went on movie sets. He did what he had to do to get to his name, to the biggest name
to sharpen his
in
sword.
movies, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I would say in the beginning I was probably an introvert, but now it's like, when you want to make money, you can't be an introvert. You can't. Like, you have to be.
You gotta get out. You gotta network.
Yeah,
you gotta talk to people.
Yeah.
If you're introverted, like, how are you gonna make your connections?
But yo, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? There's a lot of guys out here that are introvert, especially in this day and age, internet money. There are these guys that are introverted.
Yeah, you could be online. You could be online and make all your moves to being online.
Running a bag silently, like quietly. You know what I mean?
You're not wrong. What would you say you are? I feel like you'd be an extrovert for sure.
You said I feel like
you're an extrovert. You're extroverted.
I mean, it's just my personality. Like, I feel like I've always been, you know, a people's people, very like out there. Obviously, I try to balance it out sometimes because like people be like, "Yo, Bills, you're outside. You're always outside." Or I'm like, it's not about that. It's like I want to network. I want to be outside. I want to live my life. You know. But I get moments like where I'm just like, "Yo, let me take a few days and let me be in the house. Let me, you know what I mean?
Can't give your energy to everyone.
Yeah, let me reorganize. Let me, you know, reevaluate what I got going on. But I'd say I lean more towards the extrovert side for sure.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, for sure.
And like, it's all about balance when it comes down to it.
Of course.
You know? But like you said, yo, people are actually making bags that are introvert, you know?
Yeah,
and
man. You said that. So like,
you know?
I mean, I guess
it all depends on how you can use, you know, social media and online. If you know how to do that, you don't really, Yeah, you're right. You don't really need to
But
go
social
outside.
media made people more introvert, I feel like, because whatever, like me, I'm the type of person that I'll call you if I need to talk to you quickly. Like, I'm not going to send you a text message and wait and respond and try to hope that you get it in the right context. It's like, no, it's like, hey, where are you guys at? Or, hey, you know, what are you doing today? Or I need this, or, you know, you can't. Like, but nowadays it's like I hear everybody say, oh, just text them. Just text them. Just text them.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know, and you're like, text them.
And it's almost as like people are quick to text you because they're afraid to talk.
100%.
They're afraid to like confront
100%.
something or actually ask someone about something. They'd rather just text.
Yeah, they hide behind it.
You know what I mean? And I feel like even during that lockdown, a lot of us became introverts because we're just home all the time. We're working from home.
Got used to it.
You know?
Yeah, and staying inside and just doing everything from online.
Yep.
Yeah.
You get used to that, and you just, you know, you stick to it.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like, it was like how I was in the beginning with COVID. You know what I mean? Like I'm back to being an introvert, got used to that, and now it's like, okay, here I am now. Let me get back to my
to being
outside.
Everyone's
back to being outside. You know, like COVID's been done. Like you have no reason to stay inside. Like go back to being you. You know, because I'm an outgoing person. I feel like I'm a very I'm a social person. I'm a people's. You know what I mean? But
I mean, you have to be if you're a singer, right? Like, I mean,
but COVID, I feel like COVID brought me back to that my introvert ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're right. You're right
felt
about
that myself too. Like I'm sure you felt that somewhat.
I mean, listen, I always get staged, like to speak in front of a crowd, I'm always like nervous, you know, to speak in a small group. If I know what I'm talking about, I'm okay. But it's like, you know, like you said, you can't be scared if you're like, you can't be scared as an artist. You know what I mean? Like you have to be out there.
So, at what age did you start making music, and what inspired you to even start making music?
Yo, dog, I started making music when I was 17.
Wow. Okay.
17.
I thought you were gonna say 11.
That's how it got.
Let's go with 11.
Yeah.
Let's go with 11.
Let's go with 11. Yeah.
Everything 11.
Everything 11. What time is it? It's 11.
Imagine I just set my life up like that. That would have been crazy. But so yeah, like 17.
Okay.
I started as a producer.
Okay. Dope.
And just making.
Oh, you started as a producer.
Yeah. I was making beats heavy. My
Good for you,
my
man.
little bro Chevy, came home one day. He's like, yo, you gotta like try this program, Fruity Loops.
Sick.
You know, and I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's my little brother. I don't want him to put me on or something.
Like, hold on, I gotta master this. Let me master this, young
So I was like, whatever. Then I would go and I'd be like, all right, let me check this out. Let's see what he's talking about. And I just got hooked. Every day after school, going home making beats. Mind you, they were trash, but I liked doing it. Yeah, and I was experimenting, and then, you know, just kept doing it every day, kept making beats, and I was just making beats, you know, like, wasn't necessarily for anybody. It was just to make beats.
Yeah, you know, just seeing what comes out of it.
Just kept doing it, and one day I just tried to sing on a hook on one of my beats.
Yeah.
While my mom was sleeping in the living room, and like,
sick.
I had the little computer, you know those old school computer mics? The long ones with the little bass? Those long, skinny mics. You know what I'm talking about?
Those are like intercom mics.
Those, the long little skinny mic and the little bass on it.
And you push the button to talk.
So I made
the cafeteria.
You
gotta make an announcement.
I made a song called "Missing You, Babe," and it was for like a girl that I was with that like we broke up. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make this song. Like, I feel like I can sing this song. It was on what was the song called? One of Bobby Valentino's beats. I think it's called "Slow Down." Tell me. Okay, yeah. It's the one with Lil Wayne on it in the beginning of the verse. Okay. And I made that song, and I was singing. It was trash at the time. I thought it was decent. You know what I mean? I showed people, and you know, people make you feel good. They're like, "Yo, this is pretty good. Like, you should like keep singing.
You should keep going at it."
You know, and like them saying that made me keep singing. I was still making beats, heavy, but then I was also singing on tracks, and like every track that like the man them made in the hood and stuff. Like, I was making the beats. I was either making the beats or I was recording them, or I was like all three, making the beat, recording them, and singing on it, and like structuring the track and telling who's on this verse, who's on that. I was like, you know what I mean?
You're like the engineer, the producer, the
I was everything.
Writer.
You know what I mean?
The writer, the
yeah. I was
all in house.
I was everything.
Is this the first song that you said on your Instagram? If you guys want to hear it,
yes, and I played it.
Did you play it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Missing you, girl, like a shoe and no. Yo, so crazy, like a shoe with no lace. Why take it fast? Let's go in a slow pace.
You should remember the lyrics.
Baby, would you let me? It's so bad, but it's just like, you know, you go and you listen to that, and you're just like, this was my first track ever. That's crazy.
It's nostalgic. Like,
you know what I mean? You listen to that, and then you listen to the
Yeah.
music now, and it's like, wow, like
Yeah.
came a long way.
See the growth.
But yeah, you know, I just started singing more, practicing different songs. Like I'm talking about like rock songs and different type of songs singing.
So
just in the studio
yeah,
doing
that's
covers.
crazy.
And just getting my voice better.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Practicing.
Yeah, I didn't really have no like, you know, singing coach or vocal coach or anything like that. So like I would just teach myself. You know, there was YouTube. So
Yeah,
I just
of
would like
course.
go on YouTube, do different covers
Yeah.
to different beats and stuff. And then eventually I like, you know, cut to producing out. And
we focus on the music.
Focus on like writing.
Writing, okay.
Because my writing was like very corny. You know what I mean? Very like simple.
Yeah.
So I focus on that more and making it more like clever.
Okay.
You know, and then working on my harmonies. And that's like the harmonies is like the main thing for me. Like when I have a track, when I do a track, like I'm known for like
I noticed that.
putting like really nice harmonies in the like bottom of the track and stuff like that. So that's what I focus on more, and like here we are today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I started as a producer because of my little bro Chevy. Shout out Chevy.
Shout out Chevy.
You know what I mean? And like,
at the age of 17, well, let's say 11. You know?
11.
Let's say 11.
So-
but if it wasn't for him, I don't know if I'd be doing music, bro.
Yeah. True,
If it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for me moving
there's
to
so
the
many
hood,
what
maybe
ifs,
I would have.
yeah.
Maybe if I moved somewhere else, maybe I wouldn't be doing music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, crazy.
So going back to like when you first started, did you know how everybody tries it out and they hear themselves playing the song back and they're like, oh, I sound so stupid. Did it sound like that to you, or did you see something that was like,
Yeah, did you see?
So back then,
know what I'm
back
talking
then,
about?
I thought it was the shit.
Okay.
I thought it was fire. I was like,
Oh,
yeah, I'm the man. I made this track. This
Yeah.
is so
Oh.
fire. Everyone's saying it's fire.
Yeah, so
This
it's
this has gotta be fire.
This gotta be a hit.
Listening to it now, I was
One day,
like, listen
off
to
the
it
rip.
now, I'm like, these motherfuckers were lying to me.
Yeah, yeah.
These motherfuckers were lying
So
to me.
then,
This
and
is
then
trash.
now, do you listen to your good stuff and be like, okay, this like,
Yes,
you know what I'm talking
yes.
about? Like,
Yeah,
you know when you
yeah,
ever record yourself and you're like, oh, I sound so stupid. I sound
you're
so
like,
stupid.
Now I
you
could
know?
tell that. Now I could tell like the difference. Like
Yeah.
if I record a song and it's like trash, like
Yeah.
I'll know it's trash.
You know.
You know what I mean?
You'll be able to defend
Back
it.
then, I didn't know. Like, I really thought that my shit was really good. You know, and like, I guess that's comes with like years of making
confidence,
music
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
for
that. That
sure.
you can tell that when something's good or not. You know, and I
Yeah.
also play it for people. I also
Yeah,
play for
yeah.
a bunch of people. Most like, I don't like playing for people I know. I like playing for like random people or
Yeah,
like sending
yeah.
it to random people. Like, what do you think of this?
Yeah.
You don't get an
Yeah,
honest
there's
opinion.
no bias there. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure,
exactly.
For sure. Yeah,
No,
that's cool.
that's dope, man.
Yeah.
And how you mentioned how you were trying different genres.
Yeah, different genres. Yeah.
So tell us about that. Like, what was your main focus at first? Just R&B, or you were like, yo, I'm gonna tap into like different genres, or just try to be creative?
So I would say it was R&B.
Specific, okay.
Yeah, but I took heavy interest into like the pop music.
Okay.
And making like, you know, those dance tracks, because I don't know, I just really loved it.
Oh,
Okay.
I
I
love
doing it.
I love hearing
because
those
dance
things.
tracks always
Yeah.
have like, you know, the certain harmonies in it, like when it gets
Yeah.
into the hook, like the oh
Yeah,
and then
Yeah.
like underneath and all that
Yeah,
stuff. So I love
yeah.
doing that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I took interest into pop music heavy.
Sick,
I made
sick.
I have a whole bunch of pop songs like in the vault that are like no one's heard yet. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, I have to say, I heard that one song. You know, the one song I love so much. I don't know what it's called. I don't even remember where it is. I know you sent it to
I know
me.
it's
we
actually-
need,
I
we
know
need
what
a
you're
pop
talking
tape from
Oh,
from
man.
Atlanta,
It's
right?
so,
Yo, the
like-
pop tape would be crazy,
it would be
bro. It would
crazy.
be. I have a song right now, "Make a Wish," and it's like, it's a super pop song, but it just
Yeah.
wouldn't. I would put it out and it wouldn't work for me because people don't look for pop for me, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So like,
true.
but
unique
yeah, I
sound.
took a heavy interest into pop.
You feel like maybe you might have to generate a new pop fan base, or like convert your R&B fan base into pop? Like you in order for that to work, like
yeah, I don't know really. I put out a pop track before and like people didn't really like fuck with it.
they weren't biting it like
yeah,
that.
they didn't really fuck with it, and it was a good song. Home. You remember Home?
Oh yeah.
It still gets played on
Yeah.
on the radio to this day.
Yeah.
But like people don't really fuck with it that much and that was like the only song people really didn't fuck with.
Yeah.
But it's the song that gets played the most on the radio. You know what I mean? Because it's a pop record.
Yeah.
But I wish people, fucked with my pop stuff. To be honest, because I love making that music.
I'm still biased. I want that one song to come out. I don't know what, like, you know.
Which one is it? Which one?
It was like you were almost rapping on it, and you came up with some fire like lyrics. I can't remember what you said, but it almost reminded me of like a black and white. Like I remember one time we were like talking about videos to do and stuff, and then like you sent some songs, or I heard one, and I was like, bro, we could do this in black and white. And it just sounded, it was so cool. I don't know why now I'm like always thinking about it.
You're gonna message me and be like, yo, it was this.
It was this. Yeah.
Oh, don't kill me.
Oh, this way home driving.
Yeah, don't kill me.
I know you said don't play it anywhere, and I was like, no, never. But man,
I know those ones. Like when a homie send you a song, and you're like, yo, don't show no one.
It's like this cannot be shown. I don't like it that much.
Yeah.
So how is your process? Do you like pre-plan it? Do you like write, or you just go and flow when you're in the studio?
Honestly, I just go and flow.
Yeah?
Find a beat.
Really, eh?
Yeah,
I was gonna say, how do you pick a beat? Like, where do you?
Well, he
people
makes
send
his
you?
beat.
Yeah, you make it.
I don't make beats anymore. Like I haven't made a beat
okay.
in years.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I either get beats sent to me by producers, or I go on YouTube. I'll go on YouTube, find a beat,
Classic.
and then I hit up. I'll hit up the producer on YouTube.
Producer.
Follow them on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yo, I love your stuff.
Yeah.
They'll send me a pack.
Let's go, let's
rip the
work,
beat
let's
from you.
collab,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, load it up. And I just do a bunch of gibberish on it to find a melody at first.
True.
Literally gibberish. Like,
Yeah.
literally like, like literally gibberish. You know what I mean?
That sounds like I hear right there.
Sounds good.
Like literally gibberish.
I use that.
And then I'll take parts of it and be like, oh, I like this melody. This sounds like a hook.
Yeah.
So I'll put that in the hook, and then I'll do a verse like that, and then I come up with the lyrics. Most of the time,
the words that fit
most of the time, like the lyrics don't fit the melody, but I'll find a way to make the lyrics fit the melody, and then do a verse, pre-hook, chorus, and then another verse.
Some ad-libs. And like,
my songs always have to have pre-hooks because I love pre-hooks.
Yeah.
They're like the catchiest part of the song, in my opinion.
I feel like you also have almost, I don't know what it would be called, like a bridge, I guess, towards the end of the song where you have this like switch up all the time. You did that in the beginning of your music.
I hate bridges.
Really?
I don't know if you ever go and like listen to any of the songs that I write. There's never a bridge.
Really? So what would, I mean, I'm not musically inclined, but
a breakdown.
I'll have like the end. You'll have a switch up.
I'll have a breakdown where it's like,
that's what it's called.
It's not like I mean, you can consider it a bridge, but it's just a breakdown of the beat. There's not really there's not really lyrics on it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But like, I hate bridges.
What's the song we did? I think it was "Marry Me" or something.
Proposal,
and then like there was
a breakdown. There wasn't even
that
a
was
bridge.
A breakdown.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There was
that I noticed you do. I don't know if you did it only in that one, but a few songs you do it. No. Or that's the only one.
That one, "Good Love," has a break. A second, like has a second part.
Yeah,
where it breaks into a different beat.
I love those parts.
Yeah, I don't mind the bridges, especially like some bridges gives a song like a moment to breathe. And
it makes
and you
take
bring
it
back
in.
the hook.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, okay.
Yeah,
like bridges.
I know you're not a fan of it.
I'm not a fan of bridges just because it makes I don't know. It just makes I feel like sometimes it makes a song a little corny.
That's
fair. True.
If I feel like maybe if a song needs a bridge,
if it fits,
and it will fit and it will sound good, but
okay.
to force a bridge in a song is If you get a vibe and you're vibing out to a track and there's no bridge, just don't put a bridge. Don't try and like,
fair enough.
You know what I mean?
So that's good advice to tell the other artists. Yeah, that's good.
That's great.
Yeah.
So Zico, I know you shot actually like
a few of them,
multiple videos for 11. what would you say was your best?
A whole bunch of
I know,
videos.
you shot like...
So many.
You know, so just like you said, you know how you said like your first songs, you're like, man, I like people like that. Me going back, I'm like, I rewatched all my first videos, and I'm like, these are actually not bad.
Bro, they're good.
Right? But then I look at it, I'm like, man, I could have done this. I should have done this. I should have done that. Like, I wish I filmed like this. I wish I had a little bit more time with this. Or
my favorite video is Good Love. That's I think that's the best video that we've ever shot.
Yeah, but seeing that one, I know for me, when I look at it, I'm like, man, I wish I did this one or two scenes slightly different. It's crazy
because I'll look at it and be like, nah, that's perfect.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's amazing. It's a good video, bro. Yeah, we did it perfect. We got the performance scene with the triangle and everything was so good.
That part part was my favorite. Like we sourced out a guy, like a friend of mine from LA, and he built us like some lighting.
Jimmy, shout out Jimmy.
I'll
never forget Jimmy. I'll never forget Jimmy.
I still message him. We talk on Instagram.
I remember Dan was in that video too, right?
No, that was Wanna Do. That was Wanna Do. Wanna Do's another nice one. We did all the animation.
That took, oh my goodness, that was frame by frame animation I had to do. Literally.
Yeah, no, you guys definitely are like Shaq and Kobe, you know?
Yeah, like nice with it. He's really nice with it. You know, like we're definitely getting back.
When we seen another like collab like between y'all two, like,
just now. We've been trying to figure something out and work on something to get a video going. Just now. And then the next video we do is gonna be even better, bro.
100%.
It's gonna be even better.
Yeah.
What are some challenges that you face in the music industry as a R&B artist?
I feel like it's like some challenges is one. It's not like hip hop where like you can just blow up the next day. Because not everybody listens to R&B.
True.
You know what I mean? Not every I feel like there's so much more people that listen to like rap or hip hop and like people who are hip hop artists or rappers or anything, like they can just pop the next day from something
random
so
song.
simple. But when you're an R&B artist, like you're worried about so much other shit, bro. You're worried about how the song sounds. You're worried about the emotions of this song. You're worried about, okay, what do I want this song to be like? What kind of emotion do I want to tap into with this song? You're worried about, your performance. When like a rapper could just go in and say like, ba 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 ba, and it goes viral. You know what I mean? I feel like it's harder for an R&B artist to break out than it is for a rapper.
And I feel like you listen to R&B at certain times of the day. You don't listen to it every day. Like, I mean, I don't know, but I know some people will listen to something like more upbeat in the morning to get their day ready, and then you start listening to R&B maybe closer to the nighttime. When you're kind of winding down.
It's or depending on your mood. You know what I mean?
With a girl.
I've seen my streams go up way up in February, and it makes so much sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes so much sense.
Valentine's.
You know, like people.
It's a good observation.
People are fucking. You know what I mean? Every R&B artist, like their music, their streams go up. Their streams go up in February. Every R&B artist, because everyone's listening to that.
Yeah, everyone's listening to like R&B.
So everyone's in love. Even when it snowed, even December and stuff like that.
Holidays.
Bro.
Interesting.
That's a great observation.
That's interesting.
That's pretty interesting. True.
That's cool.
I mean, I guess like as an R&B artist, you have a lot of factors of why there might be like like things that might kind of like give you a disadvantage and hip hop artist. You're worrying about your image. You're worrying about the sound that you're putting out. Things of that nature, right? But like you said, it's R&B. I feel like R&B music, it lasts longer than hip hop music.
Yeah, I feel like it's more timeless.
Yeah,
very much more timeless. Like I can go back and listen to so many old R&B songs and never get old of them.
Yeah, the emotion is always there. You're like,
what rap song can you think of right now off the head where it's like, I'll listen to that song every day? There's not much.
None. Oh, I got one.
Which one?
Kanye West. Wait till I get my money.
Kanye West don't count, bro.
Wait till I get my money, right?
Don't count.
That one is legendary.
Yeah, that one I can listen to every day. I can listen to that every
day. You get that bag. You get that.
A lot of Kanye songs I can listen to every day. Like that whole 808s and Heartbreaks album, I can listen to every day. It's so good. You know what I mean?
But
I mean, you have a good song that too. It's I think you from which is like anybody that I've ever say, do you know 1111? He's like, the song You, and I'm like, oh wow, that's like an old song, and then you know,
everyone that's a timeless song that everybody loves, and still to this day, it's getting streams and like people are listening to it. It's getting over 1 million like every year.
You
know, and that's
crazy.
been I've released that in like 2016.
I remember.
You know,
and
so that's another timeless song. That's a good example of R&B. Like R&B doesn't die. People say R&B's dead, but it's never been dead.
It's never been dead.
You know what I mean?
It's funny. I've been meaning to ask you about. You know, was it a Korean pop artist that did a remix or something?
Yeah, I did like a remix, a K-pop remix.
You did or they did?
No, they did.
Oh,
yeah, I released mine, and then they released theirs with like a whole video. I forgot his name. But if you go search it up, he did like the whole like even like the all I want is you like he like copied that exact melody and everything.
That's sick.
And called it, and everyone kept like spamming on him. It's like, this is an 1111 song. I need to figure out what his name was again.
Need a record with him.
But I went and looked at the comments when that happened, and everyone was like, this is 1111 song. You jacked this, that, and it had a whole bunch of views.
Wow.
It had like millions of views.
Wow,
that's you know what I mean?
So is it beef with him, or is
no,
it like
it's never
all
beef?
Love?
No, it's never beef. Like I've BYO's out. That's a Mariah Carey song. How can I beef with somebody for doing that when I did it to someone else? You know what I mean? Like I've sampled so many artists.
It goes to show that like, you're making music here in Canada. But someone in Korea is
exactly. That's fire. If
fire.
anything, that's good for me.
Yeah.
You know
People are like, oh, you did this song because you were inspired by this guy, or you know, like I never look at it as like, yo, fuck that guy, bro. That guy jacked my shit. No.
Fair enough.
The only time that that cheesed me is when this one guy that I know, his name's cousin Charlie. He came. He really tried to jack my song.
He really tried to jack your shit?
Before I even put it out, he like put it on YouTube and did like a whole Henny and Gin remix.
Yo, I remember that too.
You remember that?
I was at the video shoot.
Yeah. Bro, it was when the song was big. Like, you know, everyone loved that song, and like I didn't put it out yet. Like I didn't put a video out yet.
It was just audio out.
Only the audio was out.
Okay.
The video wasn't out yet. But he put a video out saying cousin. He put 1111 featuring cousin Charlie Henny and Gin remix.
Oh no!
And he put it out with the video, everything, without even like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even know how he got an instrumental to it. Have no idea.
Yeah.
But he did that, and I was just like, what are you doing? You know? But even that was like, I didn't put him on blast. I didn't do anything. I was like, whatever, do your thing. Like,
what it is.
But you had to.
It is what it is. Of course, I paged him. I remember I paged him on Facebook. I was like, what are you doing, dog? Why are you doing that? He's like, oh, sorry, bro. You know, like, I didn't mean to do that. Like, you know, I just thought it would have been good. I was like, yeah, bro. Like, just take it down. You know, like, that was dumb.
That was dumb.
That was dumb, bro.
That was a
I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. My ex went on there, started saying, take this down. This is my man's song. What the fuck are you doing? I remember that, bro. I'll never forget that. But yeah, man. That was my only time I had like a problem with someone doing that. Other than that, it's just like, no, anyone could remix my song anytime. Do your thing.
It's all love.
I encourage it.
There's no R&B beef. Like, you know how there's like, you know, rap beef between artists. There's no like
R&B beef
between anybody. Not just you, but I'm saying like, I don't know.
There's not in the industry.
Like,
man, I'll bench press half of these R&B artists, fam. You know what I mean? There's no beef. There's no beef for that. Anybody. I'm you know, like, I'm a real...
No, not you in just particular. I'm saying just in
genre?
general.
Just in general, no.
I mean... Like, you don't want to start an R&B beef song, like, a diss track to someone?
That would be kind of spicy.
That would be cool. Like, imagine rap, like, singing back, like, I fucking hate you. You know what I mean? I can't sing, but...
I fucking hate you. No fucking
You know what I mean? Like, and then what's the rebuttal or, like, the response to that?
That'd be funny, though. Do an R&B diss track singing the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like kind of like that Drake line, you got body by singing nigga.
Yeah. Exactly. I'd do a track like Tim Vocals, bro.
Yeah.
I love that guy, bro. I love that guy, bro. That guy, he's He's from New York, right?
Yeah, Tim Vogel's a legend,
that guy
bro.
is a legend. His vocals are out of here. I don't know why he never blew up.
So nice too, because probably stayed in the hood, bro. He's a real nigga.
He's a real hood man.
Yeah.
Stuck in where, Bronx or Brooklyn or something?
Yeah.
No, that guy is actually legendary, bro.
He's still doing it, you know.
I know.
Like
I see it on
TikTok
his
and stuff like that.
Instagram, and he's actually has, you know.
Yeah, he's still doing it.
Doing his thing, you know.
I'll never forget that one. I bust my gun. dun, dun, dun.
Legendary.
But yeah, no beef. No, I don't encourage the R&B beef and stuff.
You know, and I feel like R&B music is all about positivity and loving. You know, so it's there's no really any space for that kind of negative. You know,
why we gotta? You know, hip hop and rap artists already do that. Let them do that. Let them. They can have all that, you know. R&B's R&B. We're just gonna get those niggas the bitches.
Exactly. It's like when they do their bitches dirty and they're mad at them, they come cross over to R&B and they listen to us. And it's like,
we're gonna calm it down.
We're gonna calm it down.
We're gonna calm the situation down. We're gonna calm the situation down. If anything, we don't want to amp it up. Like
exactly. So, as a Canadian black artist, do you find it hard to cross over like nationwide, like stateside, and you know?
Now, I feel like back then, it was harder because everyone hated on
Canadians,
Toronto and Canadians and Canada. Like we were so associated. We were like associated with trash music. You know, I feel like now there's more opportunity. Because of, you know, all these artists, Drake,
The Weeknd,
Justin Bieber. All these artists coming from Canada, like I feel like they really opened up the gateway to like now when you say you're from Toronto,
it's like, whoa.
I show some of my music and they say, where are you from? And I say Toronto and they go, of course. Of course you're from Toronto. Your music's fire.
It's fire.
Look at all the artists we have. We have the most fire music. Bro. Like,
we do.
In the world, bro. You know what I mean?
True.
Like everyone that's super fire, like they're always from
everyone.
Toronto,
Tory Lanez, Free That Boy, you know, all these guys.
You know what I mean? Like everybody. Like we have so many people. Jacoy, he's fucking amazing, bro. You know what I mean? Like we have so many people that are from Toronto that just make amazing music, and now it's expected. So I feel like if anything, there's like more of a high standard. Like being from Toronto. If you have trash, they're like, this is what's going on here. You niggas usually make good music.
So this might be a tough question, but you see how like we're always striving to make it down south to get to, you know, a record label down in the States. Is there no Canadian label that could put you on as big as an American artist? Like, good question. You know what I mean? Like, that we don't have to worry, like, because you know what I mean. Like, if we're all good in house in Canada, why isn't there a record label that's been started that says, like, you know, artists from the States are coming to Canada to be under our record label?
I don't want to say no, but like they haven't done it, so like no. But like for me, there's more opportunity
down
in
there.
Canada.
In Canada.
In Canada?
Oh, okay.
In Canada, when it comes to music, is that they don't give free money. They don't give free money in America.
That's true because of our grants and stuff.
You know what I mean? They don't do that. I tell people about grants and stuff and like free money that they give for artists and even business. And they're like, no way. Like for real? They don't help shit in America. You know, if they're giving you money, they're like expecting it back. When like here we have like Factor and so many other grants that are like, here's a free $50,000. Just show us that you spent it on your craft.
Wow.
You don't have to pay us back. You know what I mean? They don't have that in America. So I would say, like, in terms of opportunity in Canada, way more opportunity. But trying to break out with a Canadian label,
it's not as easy.
It's just like it's not even that, like, they don't put in the work. It's just like, I just feel like that's not, like, a priority in Canada. You know what I mean? Like, there's not enough, like, resources to do that.
Right.
You know, that's why they always say, like, don't sign to a Canadian label. Like, they won't do much. Because they really, there's no money there.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's more money in grants. And
I feel like there's also, too, like, a cap because it's like, okay, let's say you do sign to a label. Now you do a Canadian tour. You're only doing, like, 5-6 cities. Aside from you do America, you're going, like, 50 cities. You know what I mean?
Like, I personally can't name a person who's, like, signed to a Canadian label that's, like,
that's popping,
killing it around the world, killing it in America. Everybody that's from Toronto that's signed, they're signed to a label outside of Canada, in America. America's bigger.
Yeah,
bigger.
There's so much.
The market
more,
is just way bigger. Way bigger.
You know what I mean? So
I remember when me and you were in Atlanta. You were like doing your thing.
I was out there in Atlanta, just studio every day. Like I was out there. I felt like in order to get in a certain, you know what I mean, space, you gotta travel.
Yeah,
I feel like you gotta travel.
Gotta leave your comfort zone.
Yeah, leave the comfort zone, and that was me leaving my comfort zone, going to Atlanta by myself.
You
know what I mean? Thank God I had you niggas there.
You
know what I mean? Like, thank God I had you there, and I was rolling with you and Adam, and you know what I mean? I had some sort of like, all right,
brothers.
This feels like home.
It feels like home.
My niggas are here, my bros are here. I'm okay. You know?
But
yeah, like I was in Atlanta. Even I'm signed to an independent label in Atlanta. With Radar. You know what I mean? Everybody that is an artist that's like doing something with their music
has to cross
they're
over.
They're always crossed over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So here's a question. How's it working with a record label? Like an independent record label like Radar?
Like, for me, I love it because you have like a lot of backing, a lot of resources to like reach out to. You have a whole team. You have someone rooting for you. You have someone pushing you. You have someone like, you have the machine behind you.
Right.
It can get frustrating at times when it's not your ideas being used or like they want to go a certain way. Right. It's kind of just like, but I don't want to go that way. Like, you know what I mean? I want to go this way. But like you have to find that balance and compromise. You know what I mean? Like one of the albums I did, The Night Before, The Morning After, a lot of the ideas and stuff were from the label side.
True.
Like shout out Toron Thomas. Incredible writer, like big time writer. Right, he wrote for a lot of people.
Right.
He's a legend in the game.
Toron Thomas.
Yeah, and he wrote most of that album. That album was, every song was about sex.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like, I wasn't on that. But they thought, like, let's do a sexual album. People haven't really heard this side of you, this sexual side of you. I was like, you know what? You're not wrong. Let me show them the sexual side of me.
True.
It did well. I have a couple of songs on there that like people really, really love, and like to this day they're like, yo, 1111's like one of my favorite songs.
1111. That was a
catchy. That
yeah,
catchy hook,
super
right?
catchy. Yeah.
But like, again, I felt like it wasn't me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was a different side of me.
Right.
And I stepped out of my comfort zone for a minute and like showed people that side of me. But the real side of me is, I just want to love you all, You know what I mean?
Jeez.
You feel me? Like that's the real me. I'm a lover man.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm a lover man. I came
Sick.
back with that with R&B therapy.
Yeah.